Morning everybody, welcome back to another CYT-Crypto episode. My name is Stephen Aitchison and this is an episode for the 26th of April. Just kind of looking at kind of crypto news, what's going on in the markets just now, and just chatting crypto, and we're learning from each other, which is great. And if you want to join in and kind of like this video from the start, subscribe to the channel if you've not subscribed already, and kind of hit the notification bell if you want to get notified when I'm going live. I go live every morning, 8:30 GMT time, every weekday morning, not on a Saturday and Sunday. So I'm live every morning, and if you want to join a group, we've got a Facebook group that you can join as well. That's growing every day, which is fantastic, and it's building up a great community in there as well. And if you want to join me and look at my trading strategies over at CYT-Crypto.com, that would be fantastic as well. Okay, we're just going to see who's in the house just now. I'll just kind of transfer over and see who's in at the moment. Who have we got in? Mike Cryptical is in, welcome to you. Matt Paulin is in, good morning to you. Musa is in the house, welcome to you. Dave has a castle, not a house in the sky. I wish. Welcome Dave. Matthew Parks is in. Christopher Dalson from Sydney, Australia. Excellent. Let me know where you're from in the comments as well. Always like to know where you're from. Eugene Cunningham. Class, my first live show in a few days. I see other channels very interested in BABB. Did videos on it yesterday on YouTube. What's the story with these ERC20 tokens though? Yeah, there's been an ERC20 hack, and we're going to look at that as well. So we just have to be very careful about what we're doing. First, it was my Ether wallet, and there was stuff going on with my Ether wallet with a kind of AWS DNS hack, which they managed to pull off, I think. I don't know how much they got. Curly Crypto's in the house as well. Marcus Jafari is in. Good morning, Steve. After procrastinating for over 3 days, I finally swapped some Tron for BABBs. Feeling good. Excellent. BABB is doing really well considering the down market just now. George Charles is in the house. Victor Ray. Tron riding crash as well. Tron's doing brilliant riding crash. Victor, oh, that was Victor Ray. Blivy K, morning all. Using can't be the vibes first thing in the morning. We're raving. You just need to get the glow sticks out. I love the trance music. Not the hardcore trance, but the trance music like that. Rennie Peterson is in. Marty and Sonia is in the house. Welcome to you. Stephen King, I'm in. Excellent. Randy Red Elk. Good morning from Oregon. Matthew Parks. What do you make of the batch overflow Ethereum bug that caused ETH tokens to be suspended on 2 exchanges? I know OKX, they suspended. They've now restored trading. News seems to correlate with the Bitcoin drops and rises. Yes, it's looking a bit dodgy just now, to be honest. Things are looking dodgy. That's why you have to be extremely safe. Chris Winch, morning to you, buddy. Netherlands in the house from Rennie. Eagle Production, good morning. Go BABB. Yeah, GLE, morning from Korea. So we've got people from all over the world, which is fantastic. Okay, I'm just going to have a look at the markets just now and see what the hell's going on. And then we'll have a look at some news that's been happening as well. We see Bitcoin down 8,842 just now. Market cap 394 billion. And it's a case of shit, here we go again. Bitcoin shoots up, then kind of shoots back down. So we'll just look at kind of Bitcoin just now, see what it is. And we'll look in the hourly chart. Yeah, you can see it was up at 9,700. It's gone all the way down to 8,006. So lost $1,000. Going slightly back up again, but around about 8,800 just now, and it could be something to do with the ERC20 kind of issues that are going on just now, as well as the kind of my Ether wallet DNS hacks as well. So it's not, I was going to say it's FUD, but it's not FUD because this is actually happening. So we'll just kind of look at that just now. So OKX suspend, this was yesterday. Suspends ERC20 deposits on discovery of critical Ethereum smart contract bug. So there's been some kind of bug with ERC20 tokens. So it's a serious bug as well. At least 12 smart contracts built to this kind of token standard as well. So they've discovered something, OKX. And I know another company, another exchange suspended as well due to this, but I believe they've opened their doors again. So they've said to protect public interest, we have decided to suspend the deposits of ERC20 tokens until the bug is fixed. Also, we've contacted the affected token teams to conduct investigation and take necessary measures to prevent the attack. So I believe they've opened their doors now discovered the vulnerability, which author says more than a dozen ERC20 contracts. So according to the post, batch overflow is a classic integer overflow issue which occurs when an operation attempts to use a numeric value outside of the range that the variable is able to represent when it's with its allocated number of bits. So that's obviously on the back end of the smart contract, and I don't know which ones have been affected that they found it on. Post includes proof of concept, which appears to show the researchers generated nearly unlimited amount of tokens from a vulnerable ERC20 token contract. It appears that Beauty Chain was among the first to be exploited, and exchanges first began to suspend beauty trading. Yeah, so there's a lot of shit kind of going on just now with the ERC20, but it doesn't affect every single ERC20 token. So I don't know if they've got a list somewhere of all the ERC20 tokens that have been kind of affected, but it's not. I'm not saying it's not looking good. Obviously, they're going to fix that, and they've discovered it, and they've written to kind of people as well. They've written to the token holders and the token creators to look at that as well. So that wasn't good, and I don't think that's helped the Bitcoin price either, to be honest. Just go back to comments. Dave Smith, Northern Beaches of Sydney, big fan. Thanks very much, Dave. Marty and Sonia from Cornwall, good morning from rainy Cape Town. Shakeza. Jen Mon is in the house as well. Welcome to you, Jen. Henry Dennis is in. Morning to you. Ethereum isn't affected. BEC, SMT, maybe some KLCK, but not Ethereum. Timo is in the house as well from Spain. Christian, keep up the great work, mate. Thanks very much, Mr. Moose. Morning to you. Love Tron, Aussie fan. Yeah, we're going to be looking at Tron and Verge as well. Gen Tron and Verge, it dipped, and when I sold it pumped. It's typical, isn't it? It's typical. That's why it's difficult day trading. It's difficult day trading. If you believe in a coin long term, you're cool, but if you're day trading, it can be tough. Gen Mon, when I bought, they dipped and pumped after I sold. Nightmare. So we'll just take a look at that just now. What was the other piece of news I was wanting to look at as well? The other piece of news, which is good for the crypto space, was Nasdaq CEO will certainly consider becoming a cryptocurrency exchange. And that was the Nasdaq CEO. And if that was to happen, I think obviously digital currency or cryptocurrency would be widely accepted, because everybody knows kind of about Nasdaq and stocks and shares and stuff like that as well. And if they were to do that and kind of open up a cryptocurrency exchange, then I think that would be excellent for overall crypto space, to be honest. I think that could be really good. So that was just a piece of news I seen. I thought, oh, that's really interesting. But you never know when it's going to happen, how quick they could get in, how quick they could actually do it. But they've certainly got the experience to do something like this and kind of pull it off, and they've certainly got the money to do something like this as well. So I think that would be good, to be honest, if the Nasdaq kind of did become a cryptocurrency exchange as well. A few more comments. I always like to kind of talk to you in the morning, not just kind of look at stuff and show you stuff. Samuel Ruffy's in the house as well. Big fan. Justin team will rock the market. Smart driven team, and these Chinese community massive fall, no brainer. Yeah, Tron is just going to do well. It's going to do excellent. Dan, mate, Tron is down and OMG is mooning. Getting listed on BitHum. Yeah. Studio 10, good morning to you. Cooper, morning from sunny Gloucestershire. Okay, so we'll look at, see who's doing well in the markets just now. Kyber Network. I don't know if anybody's in Kyber Network, but up 66%, which is fantastic. Omisi Go is up 25% as well. So just have a look at, where are we? Have I got Binance up? Ah. So we're just going to see who's big on Binance. Kyber Network, yep, GTO. So we'll just go to the kind of charts on Binance. And I want to show you a couple of kind of good things as well. So with Binance, You can see here, I always talk about the 7 MA and the 25 MA, which Binance have got up automatically there, and the 100 MA. So we can see here, if we go to the 1 day chart, and I'm going to zoom in just to see, so you can see this. On the 1 day chart, and this is what I keep kind of talking about, on the 1 day chart, the 7 MA crossed over the 25 MA at about 14,000, 143,000. That is it 143,000? No, 14,360 Satoshi. And now you can see it's kind of doubled, nearly tripled its all-time high of 38,000. And that's just purely looking at the kind of 1 day chart and looking at the 7 MA crossing over the 25 MA. So I keep talking about this and I keep saying this is what to look for. Look at the big macro view, and you can see this is kind of just mooned just now. Now, I don't know if they've got news. Obviously, they've got some kind of news of some kind. I can't see it just mooning for no reason. And I've not gone on to the kind of website or anything. So, KNC, Kyber Network. Just look at social. Oh, it's BitHum, yeah. That's gone into BitHum 41 minutes ago. Not doing any giveaways. We're listing Omisi Go and Kyber Network on BitHum today. So that's what it is. So Omisi Go's mooned and Kyber Network is mooned as well, because of the BitHum kind of connection. So that's what it is there, which is fantastic. Which is brilliant. But you can see here on the daily chart, it was looking good. Same with OMG. Omisi Go. The daily chart was looking good as well. There wasn't that many red candles, a lot of confirmation green candles there as well. So these are just indicators to look for. If you keep it really simple, if you're day trading, and keep it really simple and look for the daily crossovers, the MA crossing over the 25. And there's a couple of ones that have kind of mooned already. GTO, Gifto's kind of just mooned as well. And Gifto was looking good at 2,674 Satoshi, doubled in price. So a lot of these ones that I've seen, if we just go down the top ones just now, ONT, you can't really see that in the daily chart. You'd have to go to the kind of 12-hour chart or the 6-hour chart. So it came down a wee bit. 1,437, 14,370, and up to 51,000. So ONT, a lot of people got into ontology as well on the kind of ride up as well. So they've done fantastic already. But the kind of point is just to look at the daily charts for opportunities. So I found a couple of opportunities, and I can't remember where the hell were they. I should have written them down, but I went down all the kind of charts today and looked for kind of opportunities, and I can't bloody remember for the opportunities were, because I was in such a rush just to get ready for this live today. Where were they? Cloak wasn't one of them. I'm just going down the list just now, 1 wee second. Where was it? 1 sec. Is it blocks? Yeah, it was CDT, that was it. So CDT looks a good one. Just now it's setting up, although there's a couple of red candles there, that was because of the Bitcoin price going down. But CDT, we're looking at kind of 519 Satoshis that kind of crossed over, 500 Satoshis that crossed over. It's now 648, it's had a recent all-time high of 788. I think that is a good opportunity just now. So I'm looking for kind of good setups when I kind of go in and kind of start day trading, and I'm not doing it just now. But I'm looking for good setups like this, and it's kind of crossed over about 500, kind of came down a wee bit from 700 to about 597, so lost 100 Satoshi, but it looks as if it's on the way back up again. And I think this in the next few weeks, I would say, is going to go up as well, purely looking at the charts. That's all it is, just purely looking at the daily chart. So I don't know anything about the company or anything that it does or anything like that, but purely looking at the charts. And when we do that as well, if we're not trading long term and just day trading, we can just look at the charts and we don't have to look at the company, although it helps to kind of know what it's about and things like that, see if there's any news coming up. I think it's good for day trading if we're looking at the daily charts and look for opportunities like that. So CDT was one of them. So I think that's a kind of good opportunity. But obviously do your own research, put your big boy pants on, big girl pants on. I'm not your dad or anything. I can't give financial advice because I'm not a financial advisor. So do all that kind of stuff as well, do your own research. But it does kind of look good for its blocks. Your crypto assets in sync. Block syncs all your wallets and exchanges into one account. I'm going to go a quick view of in-depth and track your assets and markets, experiments, virtual trading, end-to-end solution powered by CD2 token. Ordinary, pro and novice and completely free. Looks interesting. Looks interesting. So blocks could be a kind of goer as well, to be honest, for the next couple of weeks. Just purely going on the charts. Okay, just going to go over to a couple of comments. Peter Pan, got the YouTube bell notification highlighted, but don't get any notification from YouTube about your videos. Weird. That's strange. I don't know what it is. When I'm kind of posting in a Telegram group as well, I don't get the proper image set up as well, so I need to do something about that because it just goes onto a normal kind of live stream. The URL is just kind of live and it's got an old kind of image, so that's why I don't post the full image in the kind of Telegram groups as well when I'm going live. So I don't know why that is. I don't know if I have to create an event. Remember, I'm still relatively new to kind of YouTube and what I'm doing here. It's just kind of took off, which has surprised me. Dan Sterling is up because of Walmart partnership with IBM. Excellent. Peter Harding looking for a buying point for BABB, thinking at 2100. Right, so we're going to look at BABB as well. So we'll look at Tron. We'll have to have a wee look at Tron because they're doing fantastic just now, despite the kind of downturn. Yeah, they're up to 780. They've really ridden this kind of well just now. What is kind of USD? 8,860. Are we going to go more down from here? Don't know. I don't know if we're going to go down from here. But Tron has really ridden this well, to be honest. They've done fantastic. So if you're in Tron just now, I'd be a happy bunny and I would definitely keep on holding Tron unless you're kind of day trading it. But even then, it's still looking good for a day trade as well. If we look at the hourly chart. Yeah, it's following that kind of nicely. The 7MA and the 25MA, it's following that quite nicely. So that looks like a kind of beautiful setup, to be honest. Big red candles there, but that's because of the BTC downturn as well. But I think this is going to go up, and I can see it going up to over 1,000 Satoshi. So that's looking excellent just now. Right, this is what I wanted to talk about as well, Bancor. So I've been kind of singing the praises of Bancor for the last couple of days, and it's brilliant to use. It's really easy, it's dead quick, and you can get in kind of good prices. However, I've discovered something that's going to make me look really, really stupid, and I'm going to be honest and just kind of tell you about it. So you can see BAX here is kind of priced at 2.6 of a cent. And so if we went to buy this just now, and I'll kind of put this up, I'm not showing any details, so I'll make this bigger. So we can see here, BAX is at 426 GWEI, ETH, that's the price. So if we were going to buy 1 Ether worth of BAX, it's gone up to 427. If we were going to buy 10, it's gone up to 431. If we were going to buy 100, if we had that much money, because that would be $63,000, it goes up to 472. 431, 427, and if we're going to buy 0.5 of an ETH, 427, I'm just going to go down, 427, so that is the right price. So I said yesterday in the group, if you're going to buy a lot of BABB, for example, if you're going to buy a lot, just go up to 3 Ethers worth. If you're going to buy a lot of kind of BABB or any of the coins. If we look at KIN, for example, I'll just kind of highlight this again. You can see it's 4, but if we go to 1 ETH, it's still 4. We go to 100, it goes up to 440 or 44. So it's a big difference, and you can see the price slippage as well. So if you're buying big into BABB, then just be careful of that as well. What I would do is probably go on to Idex if you're buying big into it. And whereas kind of BABB just now is sitting at 368, it's coming down a wee bit. 368, that's come down quite a bit. What's the buys and sales on it? Buy 433, sell 426, so that's not quite right, these figures. Just refresh that. So just be careful when you're buying on a Bancor. It's something I didn't notice before, to be honest, which is rather kind of stupid of me. But I've not noticed it before, so I've probably lost a couple of $1,000 just not even kind of looking at that, to be honest. Yeah, BABB is doing well. It's up at kind of 433. I thought it was kind of missing data there. And 2699. So BABB, considering the kind of downturn in the market just now over the last couple of days as well, BABB is doing absolutely fantastic. So still in BABB big time. You know about that I'm in BABB just now, and I'm looking for kind of other entry positions to get into as well, which is looking good. XBP is looking okay as well. I think that could do really well purely because it's on the Bancor network and people are starting to notice it now as well. So we need to kind of keep an eye out on that and see what happens with that. Looking for a buy-in point, yeah. Talk about BABB, Anthony Calver. Yeah, BABB is looking fantastic just now. And they came out, they actually had a video yesterday, BABB. They came out with a video yesterday. We'll just have a wee look at that. Get BABB. Leave the site. Where is it? Yeah, introducing Ricardo Abreu, the Chief Product Officer. So he kind of introduced everybody to the team. I thought that was quite a good update, to be honest. I quite liked that update. BABB has got a vlog as well, the April update, and being honest, if we just kind of look at this, you won't be able to hear the sound on this. If we just kind of look at this, you won't be able to hear the... Yeah, I don't know if anybody's seen that kind of update. Being honest, looking at the video and seeing this from BABB, it just looks like a very, very young team, very inexperienced and very kind of, they're just trying to be hip and cool. I didn't like this, to be honest. I didn't like the video. It doesn't make them look professional, and it just doesn't look serious enough, to be honest. So I didn't like that video, but I liked the video from yesterday from Ricardo. I thought that was a good one, to be honest. And he introduced the team, just spoke about what everybody was talking about. And there's a guy on there that was talking about trying to get onto the other exchanges. So we know they're actively doing that as well, which is really good. So I like that kind of update, and it's just a couple of minutes update as well. Vikram, hi there from Dubai. And don't know if you already covered it, but on Bancor, can I buy BABB using OMG or TRX? Yes, you can. Instead of ETH. I'm not able to understand this concept of gas with ETH. If you're in the kind of Bancor network, if you're on the kind of Bancor network, you need some Ethereum in there to pay for the gas. So make sure you've got maybe $10 or $20 worth of Ethereum in your Bancor kind of wallet to pay for any gas kind of stuff. But you can exchange tokens for tokens. So if you've got OMG in Bancor, you can exchange that for BABB. If you've got TRX in Bancor, you can exchange that for BABB as well. And what's doing well on Bancor Exchange just now? Kyber Network's already on there, yep. Wandex, never heard of them, but they're doing extremely well as well. Amisigo, obviously. Gifto is doing well. Zinfin, I spoke about that before as well, at 24%, up 24%. So Bancor is a good exchange if you're buying small. Not good if you're looking to go in big. So just be wary of that if you're looking to go over 3 Ether worth, which is about $1,500. So you need to be really careful of that. Dave, with recent hacks, I cannot stress enough that to protect your investment, it's highly recommended to get a hardware wallet. Ledger Nano S is preferable. Yeah, Ledger Nano S, we spoke about this before as well, because obviously I had a kind of scare as well. So you have to get everything off the exchanges and get it onto your Ledger Nano S or your Trezor if you've got Trezor as well. So it is really important to kind of think about your security and figure out what to do, and don't log into kind of My Ether wallet with your JSON kind of files and stuff like that as well. Use MetaMask if you're going to use My Ether wallet, and you should always do that anyway instead of or using your private key. Don't use your private key as well, so just be extremely careful. And what are your views on ADA? That's Bikram. During this dip has held on to its position around 3,000 Satoshi. Yeah, ADA's doing well, Cardano's doing well. I expect that to be up a lot higher than it is just now. So if we look at kind of ADA just now, and that was one of the coins I looked at to see if there was going to be some kind of pop. If we look in the daily chart, obviously they've gone down. They had a bit of a high there at 3,470, coming back up a wee bit again, but it was looking good. Cardano was looking brilliant at 2,000. You could have kind of went up 50% from there if you got in at the crossover. So yeah, Cardano's looking good for the future as well. Somebody was saying about the 7MA crosses. Let me sec. Dave, but the 7MA crosses twice on the chart. Yeah, so you're going to get that as well. I'm trying to see, what one were you talking about, Dave? If you let me know what one you're talking about, we'll just have a look at that chart. Because you're going to get that. Sometimes it's going to cross over on the up. Look for a confirmation candle, and then it's going to cross back down on the green, and then you can get out. So you're going to set up stop loss anyway when if you're day trading. Kyber's getting listed on BitHum. Yep, we've seen that. Dave Smith holding 100k plus Tron and see no reason this won't pay royalty for our commitment today. Yeah, Tron is going to do brilliant over the next 6 to 12 months, particularly with the mainnet launch coming up. I think it's going to go over 1,000 Satoshi without a doubt. Tron is going to do brilliant. Next one to go up is Qtum. Qtum. Oh. Had a big red candle there. This is on the day chart. Had a big red candle. What's been its recent low? 14,830 was a recent low. It's sitting at 21,650. What's its recent high? So when I'm looking at the kind of day charts, I'm looking for the kind of recent high as well, and seeing, okay, what's the potential of this? So the potential from here is to almost double, to go up about 70%. We're looking back in January. That's kind of 500,000, is it? So it's at 210,000 just now. So it could potentially go up 70% if we kind of look at it that way. And what's the low? You look at that as well. 145,000 Satoshi. Is 145,000? Yeah, it's $19. So Qtum could do well from here. It's just that big red candle that kind of worries me. These two red candles on this, it kind of worries me here, but it's still crossed over. It's still crossed over on that. So I'd still be looking at it. It's just not a brilliant setup for me, to be honest. Nice to have 100k of Tron. I have some, but not 100k. 6 to 12 months Tron, 5 to 8x your money, 2.5 billion in 24-hour trading past 48 hours. Yeah, it's brilliant. Tron is looking really fantastic. Hamish, yeah, sold but bought back in a slight dip, so have more now. Excellent. So Tron up slowly or down to not to it. I think Tron is going to do well. I honestly think Tron are going to go up to 1,000 Satoshi over the next few weeks. You might still get dips, so just take the opportunity to buy in on the dips if you're going into Tron. But I still think this is on the up. It's looking good. Positive sentiment. Mainnet launch coming up May the 31st. So I think Tron is going to do really well. You're kind of hitting resistance. The 7MA is looking at resistance there. So we'll just, when I talk about that, I'll just kind of show you what I mean. Are you going to let me do it? Yeah. There we go. So this is on the hourly chart, kind of big time. So we've seen a crossover about 600 there. It's crossed over before then. But then you see on the 7MA, it's using that as a support. You can see the green candles going down, or the red candles hitting the 7MA support, as using it as support and bouncing back up again. Hits the 7MA, bounces back up, hits the 7MA, bounces back up, until round about here. We can see the 7MA is now becoming resistance. It looks as if it's becoming resistance round about here. So we might have a slight dip down from here. But as with Tron, I would never like to be kind of out of Tron. And I'm out of it just now because I've gone to something else. I told you about that yesterday. But I would always look for the opportunity to get back into Tron at a good price. I just don't, I'm never going to get in at 600 again, I don't think. Unless something really, a big market crash or something came. I can't see it going back down to 600 again. But if it did, I think that'd be a brilliant opportunity to get in. But I still think we're going to have opportunities on kind of slight dips, just depending on this Bitcoin price. What's Bitcoin doing just now? It's on the up over the last couple of hours, a couple of greens. You can see that here. It's in the last couple of hours. But we just don't know. It's went down to as low as 8,660. So a strange one. A strange one. It could be because of the ERC20 kind of hack as well. And obviously with my Ether wallet as well. So it's not, it doesn't look like good news, to be honest. But we hopefully should see it going back up. Using current is 1 million BABB plenty, or should I load up? 1 million, but I would keep on buying on the dips. I can't offer financial advice, obviously. Put your big boy pants on, do your own research and all that, blah blah blah. But I would buy on the dips, and that's what I've been doing. I've just been buying on the dips as it's been going up. This has held really strongly, particularly in market conditions just now. So BABB is looking fantastic just now, and it's held really strongly. So looking like on Idex, 432, 426. What's the buys and sales like? More sales than buys. No, it's about 50-50. It's coming up. More buys, more buys, more buys. Yep, somebody's loading up. What's the sale walls like? So look at the depth chart, see what the sale walls are like. Big sale walls. There's kind of big sale walls all the way up. There's the buy walls. I don't think we're ever going to see 200 again for backs. So it's looking good for BABB, looking really good. I'm still excited to be in BABB, and I think it's got a huge future, particularly if they get the banking license. And I told you about this yesterday, financial, the banking license as well in Lithuania could take, depends if they're going for the specialised license. There's different types of licenses. So if they go for the main banking license, they need $5 million kind of in their account to kind of start trading. So I don't think they're going to go for that one. I think they're going to go for the specialised one. And I wrote to kind of the admins in the Telegram group, but I don't think they got back to me yet to see if they're going for a specialised license. And it's doing, I love doing the research on that and digging in the background and looking for stuff that people don't kind of really know. But it can take between 3 and 6 months for the specialised banking license from Lithuania. So they might get a lot quicker than the Bank of England license. And I just see this going up and up and up. And somebody said more people are covering it just now as well. I've never seen BABB Crypto. I'm just going to look on the kind of YouTube to see who's covered it in the kind of recent days. Upload date, that was me. BABB update, Bahrain and Dubai trip, that was Love for Crypto. Coins massive, 3 days ago. Top 5 low cap currency coins, huge potential. Satoshi Army, I don't know if they mentioned BABB in there. Crypto Sally, 6 days ago. So it might be other people have updated it as well, but they've just not tagged it as BABB. So I need to see on that as well. But yeah, BABB is definitely getting more noticed. I'm going to be in the top 100. Tie your belt, we're going to the moon. Yes, I definitely think so. We'll be having a big party when BABB really goes to the moon. TRX to 17 cents before mainnet. Yeah, I can see that. I could see that happening, to be honest. A lot of private Telegram groups are saying to buy AST just now. AST's kind of mooned the other day. Well, it didn't moon, it went up kind of a lot the other day. I'm just seeing the daily chart. So I've got a bit of bear swap already. I'm into air swap. So 3,320 has doubled already. Yeah, kind of mooned over the last couple of weeks. Well, it didn't moon, it's not a big huge moon, but still looking good to go up as well. What's the kind of high? If we look at the weekly, 14,873. So it's still got the potential to double if we're looking at the kind of all-time high. That was back in January when everything was high, but on the weekly chart looks brilliant as well. Daily chart looks good. AST. So yeah, that's looking good for AST as well. I like AirSwap. So Bancor taking a massive premium on large trades. Shocking. I missed that as well. Matthew Parks. I missed it as well. I feel stupid, to be honest. If I'm being really honest, I totally missed that with Bancor, and I've been singing the praises of Bancor and saying everybody should kind of buy. No, I didn't tell everybody to buy the Bancor kind of token, but it is brilliant to use if you're doing small time trades. So it is really good to use. I'm not going to kind of knock that, but if you're kind of buying large, then you're going to miss out on a lot. They're kind of front running it, and I don't like that, and I missed it altogether, and it's just pure stupidity, to be honest. So I probably missed out a few thousand at least. Oh, kind of just jumped there. I've missed a couple of comments. As I said, I have 5 positions on Tron. Want to close one position high, press wrong button, close all of them. No, but yeah, so you seen that yesterday, Mark Paul, that'd be a nightmare. We'll never get back at this price. The V-blog. What's the V-blog? Anthony Calvert, the V-blog. Yeah, man, they're putting in workaholics. I don't know what the V-blog is. What's the V-blog? Bancor or Idex. Anthony Calvert, if you're going big, if you're buying over 3 Ethereum worth of BABB, then I would go Idex. And definitely go Idex and just look at the trading, just like a normal kind of exchange. Look at the trading for it and see what you could get. Say for, if you want to buy 10 Ethereum worth, you could get 10 Ethereum worth for 431 just now. Or you could put a kind of buy order in at 427. Yeah, I would use Idex if you're going anything over, to be honest, anything over 1 Ethereum. I would use the Idex. And Idex is kind of really quite good to use as well. Although I hate it because it keeps on going down. But when it's up and running, it's fine. Everything's working okay, but it keeps on going bloody down all the time. So I don't like Idex to trade normally, but now I'm going to have to use Idex for the moment until they get on another exchange. So I don't like trading. Although the trading experience is good on Idex, it's just they keep going down all the time, and it's just a nightmare to use, and it pisses me off all the time. But so Anthony, yeah, I would definitely use Idex if you're going over kind of 1 Ethereum or 1 or 2 Ethereum. And JS, good morning to you, mate. Good to have you here. Look at Bancor. I've not looked at Bancor. Bancor is also on Idex. Peter Cody, good morning. Did you sign up for the Ethos wallet? They're giving free airdrops when the wallet launches. Not signed up yet. I signed up for the updates kind of ages ago when they were talking about it, but I've not actually signed up. Price prediction for BABB by December 2018, January 2019. Who knows? Who knows what it could be? If they get the banking license, if they get on the exchanges, if they got all 3 banking licenses on the exchanges, I don't know, you're talking, I don't know, 10, 20, 30 cents. I'm not going to go far out and say $1 or something like that, but 10, 20, 30 cents, and that would be fantastic. There's still over 35 days to mainnet launch for Tron. I have a feeling there will be a major correction in price because the big whales would want to get in to create the hype and sell at launch. Then Steve will get in. Me too, right behind him. Vikram. Yeah, I still I'm looking for an opportunity. I sold some coins to get into something else kind of yesterday. A premium call on kind of the Whispers channel. So that was the first time I've kind of went in. So I sold some coins to go into that just to see how it's going to go. And obviously I can't tell you what it is, what I'm into. But if I could double my money in 3-4 weeks, I'll be extremely happy. And then that's when I would look at getting back into Tron just before the mainnet launch, if it does correct. Or if it goes up before then, the Whispers launch, or the Whispers kind of coin that they were talking about, if it kind of goes up more, I'll take some money out of it, out of the profits. I'm already in profit just now with that call. So we'll see what happens. And this is the first time I've used it. And if you don't know kind of what we're talking about blockchain kind of premium Whispers channel. It's a free Telegram channel, and they kind of put out calls to say this is a coin that's going to go up next, this is why we think it is. And it's not a pump and dump group. They do the research. I've got researchers there. They go in for the long term. But if you're in the premium group, you get in slightly before the kind of free group get the calls, so you can get in the pump, not the pump, but the kind of rise before it. And if you're in the Lions group, which is, I think is 2 Bitcoin per month or something, which I'm not, you get in even like a day before that as well, so you can start kind of looking at it. So they've made a call yesterday. As I said, I'm not going to tell what one is. I'll just get kicked out of the group. I would never do that. I don't want to betray anybody's trust either. So, and I joined for 0.397 Bitcoin, the blockchain premium Whispers group. Just now, the call they made yesterday, I've already made that money back. So for me, it's definitely worth it. So I would say if you're looking to get into the premium group, I would just definitely get in and just go for it. I think it's going to be worth it. But I have to stress, it's not a pump and dump group. It is a group that looks at things for the long term and looks at the research and does the research as well. So I think it's a really good kind of group just now. And I've already made my money up on the first call that I've kind of used with them. And looking back in the previous calls, it looks really good as well. Smash up the likes. Crypto Don Juan, welcome to you, mate. Yes, hit the like button if you like this kind of video. If you like these kind of talks in the morning, talking about crypto, talking about the kind of news, talking about the updates and what coins are going to do well, hit the likes, hit the subscribe button, share this in Telegram, wherever, and we'll see. Kind of see how it goes, see how the channel grows. I don't know how much the channel has grown actually. What we're up to, 2,355 subscribers. That's excellent. That's excellent. So thank you very much, everybody. Really appreciate you. SPL Studios, hello from Canada. When does Tron go into the mainnet? 31st of May. And do Tron holders need to convert the current coin to the mainnet one? Yes, they will. If so, how does this take place? They're going to give out more information on that for you as well. Exactly what's going to happen once they transfer everything over to the mainnet. So yes, that is going to happen as well. SPL Studio, JC Standard. Stephen, can you quickly look at Electra coin, ECA? I'll just look at it on... so it's not ECA, Electra. Market cap 40 million, circulating supply 24 billion, total supply 25 billion. Volume is 383,000. The markets, Cryptopia, so it's on small markets just now. Crypto Bridge, Coin Falcon, what's the most? Cryptopia is the most one, and the best one that's selling on just now. Charts, where is it looking good? The all-time high is 0.8%. Where is it sitting at just now? 1.6% just now. 19 Satoshi at the moment. Website. Electra project, fast, scalable, low fees, blazing fast, community driven, proof of stake powerhouse. Electra works on proof of stake with an annual return of 50%. That's good. I like the annual return of 50%. Download your wallet to get started. Ongoing development. Who is the team? This is a very 2-minute quick overview. Electra, lead developer. Don't know any advisors. So we've got a big team there. I don't see any advisors. UX design, coordinator, communications. Excellent. About. We designed a currency Altcoin that can be traded from one entity to another. Invaluable features, speed, trust, interest, proof of work and proof of stake digital currency. Can then increase your investment by 50% until the total circulating supply reaches the maximum supply. But if we look at the total circulating supply, it's going to hit the total maximum supply very soon. So the proof of stake is not really going to come into it. To be honest, they've only got another kind of billion to go or something until the maximum total supply. So that might not be a good thing. So they're going to be proof of staked out. Looks okay. Obviously, that's a very quick look at it. But how do we look at that there, JC? What do you like about it then? Why do you like Electra? Bloody okay, keep my eyes peeled. Crypto Don 1. MT Coral, be careful with Telegram group, folks. News out today where a pump and dump group have been exposed. What's the news, MT Coral? Rob Taylor, the look and feel of it is very solid. Buck Savage, good morning from Florida, Steve. Welcome to you, Buck. Good to have you here. Johnny V, hi Steve. What's your opinion on PundX now? It's not really moving for days. Yeah, PundX has not moved for a few days now. It's gone down to kind of 4,000 again. I think it'll still go up. I still think it's looking good for 1 cent. But we'll see. We'll need to wait and see what kind of news comes out. I think they're going to get, I think in the group somebody was talking about they're going to be on exchanges on May the 9th on 2 exchanges. Was that PundX? So it could be one of the kind of big Korean exchanges. If that happens, it's going to explode. So yeah, I still think it's looking okay. PundX, to be honest. Bloody okay, I was reluctant to buy into XDC yesterday. Wish I did. Could have scooped up 20% uplift, yeah. And Johnny V, PundX, pros and explosion whispers. So yeah, MT Coral. I don't know if you've came back yet to see what group was exposed. Mark Allen, Steve, what's the link to the Whispers Telegram group? I'll put that in the comments below. Henry Dennis, Doc just got listed on KuCoin and it's really good and mooning right now. Have a look. I seen that as well on KuCoin. I was looking at KuCoin this morning and I seen Doc had kind of mooned as well. And Mark Allen, me, Blockchain Whispers, excellent. About credits, I've never really looked into credits. King Baviro, finally made it in the morning. Excellent. Good to have you here again. Believe for hold BABB, trust the process. Yes, definitely trust the process. BABB is going to be a long-term hold and it's going to make a lot of people very happy this time next year. Marcus Jafari, do you think Tron could reach $100 a coin or higher in a few years? Nope, not $100 a coin, to be honest. You never know in crypto. Stranger things have happened. Joseph Gonzalez, is there a scheduled timeline for BABB? They're looking to get the banking license, the Bank of England license, hopefully get that within 12 months. It's a long process to get the Bank of England license, although in the application, the pre-application stage for the banking license, they go through talks and they can get like a provisional banking license almost, where they can't do the full banking license stuff that they could normally do. So it's almost like a provisional banking license. So that might take, I don't know, it's within 6 to 12 months or something for that, or within 12 months. Bank of Lithuania, if they're going to get that license, they could possibly get that within 3 to 6 months. That'd be the timeline for that. For Bahrain, I've not looked into that at the moment for the kind of Bahrain and gone behind the scenes to see what their banking license process is. But they've got investors from the Middle East as well. So all looking good for the next 12 months, to be honest. Bloody K. Oh, I was talking about Crypto Don 1, still hold backs, excellent. What can you say about credits? Don't know Elvin, don't know about it. Skiff Chain seems looks into the ICO for the long haul, excellent. Sorry, I know I'm just aware of the time just now. MT Coral trying to find the link, excellent. Steve, how about XRP speculation? XRP, I think that's going to do well for the long term, to be honest. The more I've looked at the banking industry, purely because of BABB, I think XRP are going to do well as well. What they're saying at just now, 79 cents just now. That's on the daily chart. Long term, I think it looks good for Ripple, to be honest. And I think they could be a way into the full banking industry. And to be honest, and looking at that and for the banking industry, for the blockchain as well, I think Ripple looked really good for the long term. Short term, don't know what they're on that's on the daily chart. It's still okay in the daily chart actually. It's just taking a slight dip. 79 cents. Yeah, I think Ripple are going to do really well long term. From here, I can see easily. Okay, I'll just kind of put it out there because I looked at this and I kind of looked at this the other day and I was going to talk about it, but I didn't bother talking about it. I looked at Ripple and I thought this could be a $10 coin within the next couple of years. So I can see it going up to $10, but that's not that much. Although it'd be brilliant for Ripple to go to $10, but that's only really 12x from here, 11 or 12x. But you could get in to other coins that could really give you a 100x or 1000x from here as well, if you do your research properly. But yeah, I can see Ripple going up to $10 within a couple of years, to be honest. Probably sooner than that. Samit, what do you think about Matrix AI? I've not looked into that. MT Coral, so you've got the Steemit.com and several other major crypto influencers caught planning massive dump and pump schemes. It's eye-opening for sure. I'm just going to have a quick look at that. MT Coral, thanks for the link. And we'll go to Steemit at the beginning. Bravado Group and several other major crypto influencers caught planning massive pump and dump schemes. Pushing about to read my potential before I go into. I'd rather speak to sales. I'll give you a pretext. I was invited Bravado Group by Crypto Gag around the end of March, approximately March, on a trial basis. Discord channels invited into Telegram. In there, I observed some very disturbing posts that documented to buying up a large process with a group of people when the market caps. Tron price suppression when it gets around Cryptopia, KuCoin level. What would count me in? So this is a very long kind of article. I'll need to take a read of that. Thanks for that, MT. So is this a purely pump and dump group, or is it a kind of premium group? Paul talking about huge opportunity for crypto offshore banking. So I need to take a look at that. Thanks for the link there. King Video sold out Tron yesterday and got into BABB. Excellent. Excellent, King Video. MT Coral, you are tempting me into backs. I'm not trying to pump this. I hope that's not what everybody thinks here. That I'm not trying to kind of shill BABB at all. I've just looked into it. I've done the research. I've looked at and I've learned more about the banking industry over the last kind of couple of weeks than I have ever known in a lifetime. And it's really quite interesting, actually, if you're a bit of a geek. And that's why I love kind of looking at cryptos as well, because you get to learn about all these different niches and things. I knew nothing about the banking industry. And now I know about the kind of application process, the pre-application process, how it kind of works, the timescales, the success rates and stuff like that, written to the Bank of England as well. And I've done the same with kind of Bank of Lithuania as well. And any news I get, I'll just kind of pass on to you. I did that yesterday in the Telegram group as well. So it all looks good for BABB, to be honest. So I'm not shilling it, I just believe in the coin, truly believe in it. And believe in the team as well, more importantly. Joseph Gonzalez, thank you, sir. Christopher Cash, World Book launch in a few days' time, around 15 partner exchanges. Already this could be huge. Cash looks really good, to be honest. I've looked into Cash before, not big time, but I have looked into it. The key, Moose, I've not looked into that big time either. When I say I've not looked into it, it means I've not studied it in depth, and I don't get to study a lot of things in depth, to be honest. But I know about the key, obviously. ETHLend is worth a look. I think I'm already invested in ETHLend as well. And I got in a lot of the coins around about January. So ETHLend, I like that as well. Crypto.Don 1. Stephen, any guess on what exchange is next for BABB? I don't know. I don't know what exchange they could go on. If they were to go into Binance, which is not going to happen, I don't think, because it costs so much to go into Binance, I can't see it. So I can see it being a smaller exchange. What would be brilliant what would be fantastic actually would be one of the Korean exchanges. I don't think that's going to happen either. So I don't know, I can't even speculate what kind of exchange it could go on. It'd be brilliant if it was kind of KuCoin or something like that. That would be amazing, but that's a lot of money to get onto as well. So I don't know, but they're going to get onto exchanges, I would imagine, very soon. We've seen that in the video yesterday as well, if you look at the video from yesterday. KBR, OMG and KBR is mooning. They're partnering for something. Excellent. Yeah, we've seen OMG was mooning as well, and KNC is mooning just now. So we'll just have a wee look at what is kind of mooning at the moment just before we head off. BTC, we'll take that XRP out. Yeah, Kyber Network is still going up. That's not come right back down. Gifto is going up as well. OMG 0x is going up. Look at the kind of day chart on that. That was a beautiful setup. If you look to the chart on Gifto on 0x, MA crossed over at 6784. Still going up just now, doubled your money. That was a beautiful setup, that. And when I say a beautiful setup, if you look at the kind of chart here, just before we go, look at the crossover. You can see just before it was going up, seen the green candles, red candle there, and then a big kind of spike. Came back down, hit the 7MA, and then it started going up there and was following the 7MA all along. And when it comes down, it's using the 7MA as support, and then it's bouncing back up. And it finishes kind of round about the 7MA all the time, if it was coming back down. If this was to have a candle and it was coming back down to 25MA, then I might kind of look at getting out round about there, or just keep an eye on it for red candles. But this was just a beautiful setup, and that's the kind of charts to look for in the kind of daily charts, just to look for something like that. And that was a great setup. Although it did have that spike there, it was good for holders, but it wasn't good for looking for the setup, because then you had a couple of red day candles there as well, or red candle days. There's a minute or so delay, but I'll laugh when you said you'd take a quick look. Yeah, I know there's a delay on this as well. Very Litecoin are looking to be 100x. Very Litecoin. And sorry, Skychain been on log for a minute. Read the god.pf too, the link is in the article. I'll check that out as well. MT, thanks for that. Do you remember the momentum of Verge went up to 800, 900? Verge, yeah, I was going to look at Verge as well, just very quickly before I go. XVG. So I said yesterday, and I still believe this, I think Verge are going to go up. So I said yesterday that I could almost see it doubling, and when it was down round about kind of 670 we looked at, and I could see it going double. And obviously it's not went double, but it kind of went up 100 Satoshi. But I still see Verge as being a good long-term hold. Although it's choppy just now, I still see Verge doubling from here within the next couple of months, to be honest. I definitely think Verge is going to double. So daily chart doesn't look good. The charts just don't look good at all because of all the news and all the kind of hype and all the FUD and all that surrounding it as well. But I just think it's going to double from here in the next couple of months. But probably sooner than that, to be honest. So I'm going to leave it there just now. I think 9:32 have gone over the time. Thanks, Stephen. Crypto Don Wan. Simon Ruffy, do you think ONT will go up more today? Probably hit $6. Goodness knows, ONT are doing fantastically just now, so you never know where it's going to end up. But listen, thank you very much for joining me. Really appreciate your time. I know you could be doing other things. And thanks for hitting the likes. Thanks for hitting the subscribe button as well, and the notification bell. And if you want to join us over in the Facebook group, join us over there as well. We've got a brilliant wee community over there, and it's growing every day. And if you want to get into the kind of trading strategies that I kind of briefly speak about, go over to CYT-Crypto.com as well, and you can buy the program there for $197. That's all it is. And if it's benefited you could just buy the program anyway if this benefits you. So thank you very much. Again, really appreciate your time here, and I will speak to you, what day is it tomorrow? Friday tomorrow. I lose track of the days. That's what happens when you've got your own business, you're working from home, you just kind of lose track of all days. Every day's kind of morphs into one. So have a brilliant day, and I'll speak to you next time. Until then, namaste. Take care. Bye now.